video. This is a video on this is a video that I had put off making, but now y'all are seeing this video now, so hope y'all enjoy this video. So let's just go ahead and get started. So what we have here first on the screen is the Gemmy 2021 life-size Jack Skellington as Santa Claus. I got this at Walmart last year back in October, and I'm glad to have this now. I was originally gonna get Wacky Mole, but considering that he does more and everything, I decided to get him instead. So I thought that with getting him, I would get more of a I'd get more worth out of him, because he does more. He has more animation, and this one is since this is the 2021 Jack Skellington, the setup is kind of different. This arm actually has a prong, so it just slides in like a seasonal visions item, I guess. And this arm is attached to here, and then you just if you have this, if you have the Home Depot Jack Skellington, the original with the pinstripe suit, you know what I'm talking about. It's got the same setup as that one, but it has Santa Claus. Anyway, and the original from 2017 had a different setup. Had like the clips on the tops of the poles, and then on the bottom of the torso, on the bottom of the body. And yeah, so and it was sold at Spirit Halloween in 2017 and 18. But yeah, moving on to the next animatronic. Alright, so next up what we have is the Walmart 2021 72-inch animated witch, and she's really cool. Now, the face is a lot detailed than I was expecting, and her face looks a lot better in real life than it does in the pictures that you see on, or just the picture that you see on Walmart's website. And she has the same phrases as the Pan-Asian Creations witches, and her hat is fluffy and all that, but it came like that, but it's fine. And her hands are really large too, and there's her try me button. And she uses 3 AA batteries, and her setup is the same, really, as the Pan-Asian stuff. And it's the snap lock design, and yeah, moving on. Next up what we have is the Morbid Enterprises animated Cleaver Clown. Excuse me, this was sold at Halloween City in 2016, and and I actually did see this, and as you've heard, and if you've seen the Cleaver Clown video I made, I mentioned that I went and saw this there, and I've wanted it ever since then, so, and now I have it. Got him back in July. Yeah, it was July, and glad to have this guy. So, and really easy setup. It's like a seasonal vision setup, I think, but the shoulders are obviously different. They're like a black plastic shoulder piece, and all that sort of thing. And yeah, that's really it for this thing. So moving on. Next up, what we have is the Morbid Enterprises Asylum Straitjacket. To be honest with you, I really don't know where this thing was sold. If I had to guess, I'd have to say Party City, Halloween City. And he's really cool, though. I actually got him not too long ago. I think last weekend. I don't know, but he's really cool. I wanted him. Now, I did want him, and I'm glad to have him. His setup, I was kind of struggling with at first because it has wires. Now when you look at the pictures online, it doesn't really look like that he has wires, but he does. They're like right here in the arms. You have to bend them at where the prongs are. You bend them to there, and then it works. I was kind of struggling at first with the setup, but I managed to get it. So yeah, so really cool, really detailed face. And he was made in 2017. I'm assuming he was made in 2017. So yeah, moving on. Alright, so next up what we have is the Seasonal Visions International Lunging Reaper. This is the 2015 one, as you can easily tell from the eyes, the LEDs there. This was at Spirit in 2015, and it was sold at Spirit Halloween in 2015, online only, of course, and in 2016 it was online only. And he looks really cool. I got him, I think for Christmas. Yeah, I got him for Christmas. The face is like a latex mask, and here's the hair. The sensor's right there, and the scythe is really large, and all that sort of thing. And his setup was really simple too. And also, Spirit Halloween also had a they also had a digitalized one. They have the digitalized one on their website now, but I like this one a little bit better because it looks scarier. But anyway, moving on. Next up, what we have is the Magic Power animated Bernard Butler. I actually got this last year from Walmart, and he was sold on Grandin Road, and I think 2017 or 15 or 2012, I don't know. But his setup was really simple too, and he's got the puppet mouth. I don't really know if that's really what that's called, but he's also got the crow right there, and I know you can see that, but I tried to cover that up by putting some Velcro there. The candelabra and everything, and that hand, I just posed it like that, I guess, and then the head, I like the detail in the eyes. The sensor is there, and all that sort of thing, so, and yeah, moving on. Next up, what we have is the Sunstar 3-foot clown, and yeah, I was going to make a video of this, but I didn't really want to, so I just thought to just make a video on it, just show it and mention it in this video, so now you're seeing it. I know it's a knockoff of the Towering Sweet Dreams clown, but I really don't care. But yeah, so uses 3 AA batteries, and he does actually telescope. That's one thing I was going to mention too. He does telescope down. He does have telescoping legs and all that sort of thing. So yeah, moving on. Alright, so next up what we have is the 3-foot Reaper from Home Depot that was sold last year at Home Depot. I really like the face on this one. I like it better. It looks cool. I know we've seen a lot of Reapers from Home Depot over the years, but this one's really cool, honestly, and I really like it. He uses 3 AA batteries, and he's really cool. He's got the chain. Stickers gone there, but anyway, he's really cool. And yeah, so moving on. So next up, what we have is the Spirit Halloween 2022 Dr. Illume. This was actually new for the 2022 season. This was never mentioned in 2021, so my apologies for saying that in that video. But he's really cool. He's made by WO, and he's one of my favorites from this year too. He looks really cool. I like his animation and all that sort of thing. I like him more than Jerry, to be honest with you, and all that, so, yeah, and his beaker lights up, his chest lights up, and his mouth and eyes light up, so, moving on. So next up, what we have is the Fraser Hill Farm 58-inch Santa. I really don't know who makes this. I would say Pan Asian Creations, but that doesn't really seem right. But, you know, it's, he's a collapsible life-size. He's got the white base and the sensor. And then also his wreath, oh my god, his wreath lights up. It has a battery pack in there that uses 3 AA batteries, and it's really cool, and all that sort of thing. And he's got real glasses. I like this one more because the head's actually screwed in, like they're screws, so his head's secured a lot better. But yeah, moving on. Next up, what we have is the Tony Santa, the life-size Tony Santa. I don't know, I mean, I know the company that makes this, but I really don't know how to pronounce it, but, it's like a Chinese company, I'm pretty sure, and, at first I thought the sensor was on the bear's, right eye. It's actually down there, and there's the push button, and, he is a collapsible figure, like this one. They both have that knob you turn, and that brings them up and everything, and then it has the, he has the 2 prongs, he has the single prong, and all that sort of thing, and, yeah, so, moving on to the, next item. Next up is the Sitting Scarecrow that was sold at Spirit Halloween since 2016, and, I really like this guy, and his setup is really simple, and he's really cool. You can either have him on the adapter or four AA batteries, which I'd rather have him on the adapter, because he does come with one, and all that sort of thing. And there's also a sitting scare clown, sitting scare witch. But he's really cool, and yeah, moving on. Alright, so next up is the Sunstar animated Scary Harry. You can find him anywhere, really. You can find this guy anywhere, really. You can find him on Home Depot, Amazon, Walmart. Man, you can find him anywhere. I don't really know what year he was made, probably 2018, 2019, I really don't know. But he uses like 3 AA batteries, and he's got that 4-legged base there. His head's a cheap plastic, the sensor's right there, and all that. So yeah, it's really all I can say about this thing. So moving on. Alright, so what we have here is experiment number 4, and this was sold at Spirit last year, and it was I was actually unable to see it in stores. I wasn't able to, so, but luckily I have it, and all that sort of thing. So, and he uses the 6-volt 2-amp adapter. They're plastic. These panels are plastic, and all that sort of thing, and all that sort of thing. And he's made by Crazy Crate, and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, moving on. Next up is this is the Sunstar 2019 Light Up Hanging Clown. I actually got this off of Amazon, and I don't know where this was sold, maybe Ross or At Home or something like that, but you press that button and the ruffle lights up, the eyes light up and everything, and he's got this creepy cloth and all that stuff, and he's got that little string that you hang on the wall and all that. So yeah, so yeah, moving on. Alright, so next up what we have is the Gemmy 2021 red eyeball doorbell. Got this at Ross, and Gemmy has made these for a while, and I think they should just stop because they've been overdone. But honestly, I like this one though. It's really cool. Really cool. It uses 3 AAA batteries actually, rather than AA's or anything like that. But that's really all I can say about this, so moving on. Alright, so next up what we have is the Pan Asian Creations Dragon Eyeball Doorbell. I think that's what it's called, but that's what I call it. But anyway, this was sold at Target last year. It uses 3 AA batteries, and it looks really cool, and yeah, so really cool looking thing, really cool looking item. So yeah, moving on. Next up what we have is the Techie animated, this is the Spirit Halloween Black Jumping Spider. This is the 2021 model. These have been made by Techie since 2011, and all that sort of thing. You can use it on the 6-volt 2-amp adapter, or you could just use it on 4 AA batteries, and you can also use it on a step head, and all that sort of thing. And the quality, I think, started going down, like, for the springs in, like, 2016. Some of the 2012 ones were even mounted crookedly on their mechs, so, yeah, so, that's, I'll show you next up. Let's moving on. Next up, what we have is the Spirit Halloween Brown Jumping Spider. This one was made by Techie since 2013, and this is the 2021 model. Same with the black one. You can use it on the 6-volt 2-amp adapter, use it on 4 AA batteries, and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, moving on. Alright, so, this is the Sunstar 2021 Shaking Clown. I really don't know what this thing is really called. I don't know the official name for this thing, but, all I can tell you is that it shakes and everything, so, the head just like that. The head's kinda like that, and all that, so, and he uses 3 AA batteries, so, yeah, moving on. Alright, so next up what we have is the Gemmy 1998 werewolf singing plaque. This was, I got this at a thrift store last weekend, and it was like $8, and I fixed it, got the corrosion out of the battery compartment, reattached the wire and everything, so it works new. It's new and it works now, so, and I don't know where this was sold. I don't know where any of these were sold, where any of these plaques were sold, so, yeah, moving on. Next up, what we have here is the Jemmy 1998, Singing Skull plaque with the sunglasses. Got this at the same thrift store for $8, and had to fix this one too. It had the same problem. And I also forgot to mention that the werewolf sings Wild Thing. This one sings Soul Man and everything. They both use 3 AA batteries and all that. This one has a try me button and a sensor. This one just has a sensor. So yeah, that's really it. So next up, what we have is the Pan Asian Creations rocking chair granny. I think this was sold in 2020 and 2019 at Big Lots, and she uses 3 AA batteries, and she looks really cool. And there's her button on her hand there, and all that sort of thing. So that's really it for this thing. And this is like a cloth. This is like a creepy cloth. Her hair is really long. Her hair is really long, and all that sort of thing. So yeah, moving on. Next up, what we have here is the Magic Power 2015 Heads Up Skull. This was sold at, I'm pretty sure, Kmart in 2015. This was sold at Kmart, and like the zombie, this one has the same phrases as Heads Up Harry and everything. So it uses 3 AA batteries, and he's got the button right there on his arm, and all that sort of thing. And yeah, that's really it for him. So moving on. Alright, so next up, what we have is the Jemmy 1998 Dillard's Bear. I got this at a thrift store for $6. If you've seen the video, you already heard me say that. But this was sold at Dillard's in 1998. It was made from 1998 to 1999. You can use him on 3 AA batteries, or you can just use him on the adapter that he's included with, a 6-volt adapter. Well, I don't know what the amp is, but, and all that sort of thing, but, yeah. He's really cool. He sings, Here Comes Santa Claus and all that. But, yeah. Next up, and I know this is not really a Halloween or Christmas item, but this is a toy cactus. This is just a singing toy cactus that he uses 3 AA batteries. You just put them in the bottom and everything, and you can record something. You can say it. You can just push on that other button and just speak into it, and then press and it'll play what you said. Or you can just press that button there, and he'll sing a song that he already has programmed into him. So yeah. Alright, so next up, what we have is the Jemmy 2021 Big Mouth Billy Bass. I got this at Walmart for $10 in the clearance section, and the original was made in 1998, 1999, and it was sold at Walmart and KB Toys and all that sort of thing. But this one sings different songs. This one sings Take Me to the River and Hunt and Fish and Lovin' Every Day. It uses 3 or 4 AA batteries or something like that. He can be activated from the button or the sensor that is here. There's also a stand on the back, and that's why he stand up. And also, I forgot to mention in the video I made on him that he can also be hung on the wall and all that sort of thing. So yeah. Alright, so next up, what we have is the Spirit Halloween Pennywise Side Stepper made by YJ Toys and Crafts. This is I actually got this for my birthday, and really cool. Really glad to have this. His head is latex, and uses I think AAA or AA batteries. He uses 3 AAA batteries, and his arms I think are posable. I don't know, but in that video I mentioned that his battery compartment was on his back. It's not. It's actually both on his feet and everything. So I don't know why I said that. So yeah. All right. So next up, what we have is the Magic Power 2019 Walking Jack Torrance plush. I made a video on this like a year ago, and I didn't really talk about it a lot. Didn't really talk a lot about it though. But this was sold at Walgreens in 2019. There was like 2 waves. I think the first wave had like Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, and Jason. The other one had like Jack And Reagan from The Exorcist, I don't know, but I really don't know. And he uses 3 AA batteries, and the button is on his hand, is on his right hand, and Pennywise and all that sort of thing. So yeah. All right. So next up is the Morbid Enterprises animated Freddy Krueger Tiny Terror. I really don't know where this thing was sold at, but I had to say Halloween City. I really don't know, but this was these Tiny Terror characters use 3 AAA batteries, and let me tell you, it's not really a fun process of putting the batteries in. It's not fun at all. You have to kind of maneuver them in. Like, you can't just like put them in, like, because the opening's not even that big on them, where you can just take the compartment right out, like the cover out. You have to twist it around to get it out, kinda, and all that. And there's the button there, and the claws are fabric. That's all I can really say about it. Alright, so next up what we have is the Morbid Enterprises Tiny Terror Jason Voorhees, and like the Freddy Krueger, he uses 3 AAA batteries and all that, and I don't know, but I think these were both, I think he was also sold at Halloween City. I really don't know a lot about these things, but they're really cool, and so yeah, that's all I can really say about it. There's the try me button on his hand there, so yeah, that's really it for that. Alright, so next up what we have here is the Pan Asian Creations 2021. I'd say Spinning or Dancing Ghost. I really don't know what the actual name is for this thing. I just called it the Spinning Ghost, but this was sold at Target, and it uses 2 AA batteries, and he has a try me button right there on his hand, that purple try me button, and he's like a plush character, and all that sort of thing, and yeah, so that's really it. So moving on. Alright, so next up is the Gemmy 2021 Haunted Books. The original books I think were made in 2007, and these were from Ross, and I think the original books were made in 2007. And the button is up here, and I think the sensor's like right around here. Only problem with mine is the book that's supposed to go forward doesn't go forward anymore. It could be a bad belt or something like that. I don't know. Or it's because it was been activated so many times that the belt got worn out. I really don't know why, but yeah. Alright, so next up is the Sunstar 2021. This is the Skeleton Driving Coffin, and I was going to make a video on this, but I changed my mind, so I just wanted to show it in this video, really. The skeleton is plastic. This is like a foam. This item's like a foam, and it uses 3 AAA batteries and all that. I think this was sold there in 2020 also, or 2019, I don't know. I got this for Christmas too, and I'm really glad to have this thing, so yeah, moving on. Alright, so next up is the Giggles International Animated Peekaboo Elf. This was sold at Dillard'S for the Christmas season, and I really don't know a lot about this thing, but I think it was also sold last year. I think it was also sold in 2020 or 2019 or 2016. I really don't know, but Giggles was also with Spirit. They made that bump and go vacuum, I think it was called. I really don't know, but he uses 3 AA batteries, and his arms do have wires in them, and I think they are posable. I don't know. That's really all I can say about this thing. So yeah. Next up is the remote-controlled rat that I made a video. This is the Take One remote-controlled rat. This was sold at Spirit in I think 2008 or 2003. I think 2008. I don't know. I don't have the remote for it, and the battery compartments are corroded, and I think they're rusted too. So I can't show you what it does, unfortunately. But it does look kind of weird. And all that. It uses I think 3 or 4 AA batteries. I don't know. But he's also got red LEDs right there in the eyes. But yeah, moving on. Alright, so next up is the Dandy Sloth, the Valentine's Day Sloth. This was sold at Walmart last year, and he uses 3 AA batteries, and it sings a Rump Shaker and all that. It's just a really cringy song in my opinion. Really don't know a lot about this thing, but I really don't know. The buttons on the foot and everything, so that's really it for that. So yeah, moving on. Alright, so last up is the Dollar General 2021 Animated Skeleton Candy Bowl. This was sold there. at Dollar General last year, and it uses 3 AA batteries. The body goes forward, and I don't know if this is Pan Asian Creations or not. I think it is. I don't know. There's a button there and all that, and he also has a sensor right there. And then he's got the top hat, which is made of felt and everything. But yeah, that's really it for this video, and I hope everyone enjoyed this video, so thanks for watching, and bye.